Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll look to throw here. He drops it off for Bernard. The ball comes out, and this is recovered by the Chargers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Hurry up!
Rivers now to throw on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yo, Rocky. Yo, Rocky.
On third down, Rivers. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Open man, there is Malone. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 39.
Now back to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
All right,
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And caught right side, Green. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back them up 5. A full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Hey, Rocket!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey! Wait!
2nd down, Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
12. We hut!
Rivers going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. And he's got room. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Gun! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right to Mixon and the check down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Benjamin. Spinning past him. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So out come the Chargers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Rivers to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Bernard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Malone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gun! Set! Blue, 90!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw now on 1st down. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Corey Legion in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Delta!
A first down throw here for Rivers. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. Caught by Gates, left side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Rolling to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes, left side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 3-19.
Here's Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
0.
From the gun, Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw. And caught, right side, Green. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken in at the 1. Shifts by him. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Flush to his right. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to throw here. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
0.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Rocket.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And that's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
To throw is Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And he's able to put it through. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Gone!
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Green 39!
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now, check, Patriot! Set! Green 39!
A handoff to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now! Green 39!
This is Mixon. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.